Hello once again, boxing fans, and welcome back to another prediction video. Before I get into the content, I would just ask the usual of you that you would share, like, hit the bell notification, and most importantly, if you're watching, you might as well subscribe. You're just pressing a button and it would help this channel out tremendously. I'd greatly appreciate it. So the fight I'm going to bring you in this video comes by way of request, and it is coming from Austin Webb 2101. Another great fight from Austin Webb, and I thank you for your request and for participating in the channel. And the fight that Austin wanted me to cover is one that has come up quite often, but for some reason I never covered it. At least I don't think I did. And that is Bernard Hopkins versus Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, at middleweight. It's an interesting fight that has a lot of variables in it, a lot of things that I've been thinking about when I think about Bernard Hopkins. In my opinion, Bernard Hopkins is probably the best technical fighter I've ever seen, and his ring IQ is through the roof, especially when he was at his best in that period after he fought Felix Tito Trinidad. And Bernard Hopkins is the one that got me into technical boxing. I gained my appreciation for technical fighters from watching Bernard Hopkins. So, very cagey fighter, has a lot of tricks in the trick bag. And let's be honest, he knows how to fight dirty and get away with it. So, I guess if you can get away with it, then more power to you. But he's doing more thinking in there than fighting. And so, a very difficult fighter, very cagey fighter. And Bernard is one of those fighters. He knows what he's doing in there. He's great at controlling the pace of the fight. When he can get the fighters, or when he can get his opponents to fight at his pace, he's pretty much got them. As far as Triple G is concerned, Triple G is extremely underrated. I don't think fans really appreciated him like they should have. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Triple G was just so heavy-handed. And he was a powerhouse in there, and every punch that he threw, was just packed with power. Even the jab. Very strong fighter, great pressure fighter, just a very intimidating guy. Triple G was truly no joke, and he was the truth. And in my opinion, he's going to go down as one of the greatest middleweights ever. He's going to be ranked with the best middleweights, in my opinion. I think history will be very kind to him. And I truly believe that Triple G could have competed with fighters like Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, Duran, and Hearns. I truly believe he's on that level. So he has power, great combination puncher. Bernard Hopkins is also a great combination puncher. But I believe that if the fight was at long distance, meaning if Triple G was allowed to use his reach, that type of fight would definitely favor Triple G. But going back to the slickness and the caginess of Bernard Hopkins, he knew how to get on the inside, tie up his opponents, use roughhouse tactics, and just frustrate his opponents. Bernard Hopkins also knew how to get in his opponent's head. So if he could get in Triple G's head, then the fight would definitely be in his favor. And now something that Bernard Hopkins had trouble with was fighters that he couldn't slow down. The fighters that started off at a fast pace and forced Bernard to fight at a faster pace than he was comfortable doing. So Bernard Hopkins did not like a fast-paced fight. And if you look back, his opponents that forced the fast pace on him usually beat him. Could Triple G force that fast pace? I'm not seeing it. I'm really not seeing it. Now, I don't think that Bernard Hopkins would stop Triple G, but I do see him systematically breaking Gennady down for a 12th round decision. So I'm going to go with Bernard Hopkins by decision. Those are my thoughts. Please let me know what you think. I'll see you on the next video.